Hey.
Alright, so this is a 2016 428i with boot mode stage 1, ER charge pipe, and a VRSF catalyst downpipe, and a Dynan little axle back muffler, which the tips look really good. Let me see. Makes that back look a little more aggressive than it is stock. Suspension wise, it's riding on H&R Super Sport springs, and wheels, it's on Belgian VMB5s, 20x9 in the front and 20x10.5 in the rear. The front's on 245 Ventus V12 Evo 2s, and back's 275, same tire. This is a sport trim, so it has all the red little stitching everywhere. The regular BMW door sills, the M Sport has obviously the M, and then the red stitching on the steering wheel and all along the seats. No nav though. Oh, good. So there's the ER charge pipe and stock intake. Most people run the stock charge pipe on the M20s, but my friend went ahead and got the charge pipe just for peace of mind, because when you run more boost, that's always prone to fail. Alright, let's go for a drive. Let's start off in comfort. I really want to put it in sport, but we'll start off in comfort. Alright, so this, like I said, is the 2016 F32 428i with some mods on it. It has a... Do you mind if I move this? No? Okay, I already did.
As you move it.
It has, so it has H&R Super Sport springs, some fat Belgians, 10.5 in the rear, 9 in the front, charge pipe, ER charge pipe, VRSF catalyst downpipe, but it still has the resonator and the secondary cat, I believe, and a muffler, but it has an aftermarket muffler, Dynan muffler, which is not a very good purchase. Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but it's really expensive for what you get. And like, I heard the car like basically went on stock just with the axle back Dynan muffler, and it really didn't make that much of a difference. But it does look cool. Now with the catalyst downpipe, it sounds way better.
It sounded deeper though.
It did sound deeper. It sounded deeper, but for how much was it? Like 400, 500 bucks?
No.
No, 400 bucks?
It was like close to $1,000.
A grand?
Close to $1,000, yeah.
Okay, bro. Okay, so how much is the Bootmod tune?
Like 500 bucks.
Way better. That's a way better first mod. But hey, I'm not gonna judge you. It's your car.
I mean,
and if I could afford it, I'd have that same muffler too on my 235.
It was for the peace of mind of my parents.
Yeah,
mainly.
True.
Like, don't get me wrong, I definitely wanted a muffler.
Yeah, and then the Dynan, they match the BMW warranty, so that's always a good option when you're gonna mod your Beamer. It's also, and it's also like a 1-year-old car, so you don't want to already have a muffler delete on it, like I did.
Yeah.
I went straight like for the sound right when I got it. So you have a Bootmod stage 1 91 tune, right?
Yeah.
And that, do you know any specifics on that? I'm not very...
There's no really specifics of it. It depends on like what mods, because they don't want to put numbers, because everybody's car is different.
Yeah.
And everybody has different mods.
Do you know how much more boost it has or no?
No.
No?
It doesn't really tell you.
Well, it's probably like the Dynatronics Sport Tuner, which is what I have now in my car, which I'm trying to sell, and he had before, is like around 4 more pounds of boost. So this is probably like 6 more. It's obviously, it's a stage 1 tune, so it's quicker than the little plug and play Dynatronics Sport Tuner, but it's no full bolt-on turbo car. Like it still feels very stock, but it does feel quicker. And I would, if I had to compare it to like a car that it's very similar to in speed, it would have to be a 335, because I have a 335, and we just did some pulls earlier before this video, and I felt like I was sitting in my car. Like the torque felt the same, the top end felt the same. It dies down a little bit in the top end, but that's notorious of turbocharged engines. They just don't have a top end. Alright, so this is the first time I drive this car, and I'm actually looking to get, second time I drive this car. I drove it stock. I might have drifted it stock.
Donut stock.
Okay, yeah. And the first thing I have to say is that it feels way more tight. Like, I drove it with the stock sport little bike tires. It was what, like 225s in the rear. Now it has 275s and it has way bigger rims, and it's on pretty aggressive low springs. So it feels very tight, but it's still supple. Like it's still pretty like soft over the bumps. I previously owned a car on KW springs, sorry, KW coilovers, and that thing was a skateboard, but hey, I loved it. Like, the thing handled like a beast. But this car rides a little harder, but it's nowhere near like a coilover setup. Wow, I already feel the lack of body roll, like just braking. Like my car, when I brake that fast, you feel the weight shift back once you're stopped. Here, it barely rocked back.
Springs are good.
They're such a good like mod for how much are they? Like 250, 240?
Yeah,
plus install, but whatever. The actual springs are a great investment. Alright, so I already put in Sport Plus. I couldn't help myself. I'm not gonna drive this car in comfort. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time, your time, and whoever's watching's time, because no one cares about driving in comfort mode. Alright, Sport Plus. So this has a stage 1, like I said, stage 1. Oh, whoa, I already feel the torque. That feels like a 335. That does not feel like an N20. It drives really smoothly. Like, I've been reading on the forums, and people have said like, oh, don't get springs, waste of time, waste of money, and then everyone just goes over to coils. Apparently, that's what they say in the forums. But I actually like this ride. It's not as bad as some people say. I guess some people like are used to having such a soft ride, and the first that's the first time they mod a suspension, and then they're like, oh no, I hate it, it's too hard. But it's pretty soft, to be honest. All right, so this is gonna be the first pull. All right, so it's not as fast as a 335, but it's definitely right there. Like, if you were to do a roll race on like 40, it'd be very close. But where the pops?
Yeah, I have it set so it only goes from 4,000 RPM.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
You can change the RPMs basically.
How come? Why do you only have it at 4? It would pop way louder
that's-
for sure when the RPMs are higher.
That's what they had set on.
Oh, that's what they had already, like stock. Oh,
Those
you
are
don't
preset.
yeah, you don't want to mess with it.
I didn't
Okay.
want to mess with it just yet.
Yeah, I get it.
Eventually I will.
No, once I go boot mode, actually no, I'm not gonna. I'll go probably aggressive for like the first week, and then end up getting tired of it and put it to like, what is it? What's like the medium tune?
No, you just change the seconds and how.
Oh, it's not like aggressive or like mild.
No, it's,
Oh, okay.
you
I
change
thought
it.
it was
It's like a
that.
drag that you
Oh,
do
you just
yourself.
drag. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably have it like in the medium setting after, because I've heard 235s with the boot mode
Get
all the
it
way
on.
aggressive, and it's insane.
It
Or
gets
all the way
annoying.
max, whatever you want to call it.
It gets really annoying.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, it doesn't even sound good. It just sounds like literally like an AK-47 just going. It doesn't sound like a car. It just sounds dumb. I like a good amount of pops, but not something crazy. Oh, that's a sick Jeep.
A Warzone.
Oh, it definitely has way more power than stock.
If I ever take off the resonator or the muffler,
It's gonna be insane. I say you take off. I say do resonator delete, and then you still have the muffler, because you don't want to go full straight pipe, because then it gets completely raspy and it's annoying.
yeah.
That's why I still have the resonator. I've heard 235s without like full straight pipe, callous down pipe. It sounds like crap. In my opinion, it sounds like crap. Some people like it, which I understand.
I'll
but-
probably, the last mod I'll do is the front mount intercooler, and that's probably the last thing I'll do.
Yeah, and then M4.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow, so we just hit a bump, like accelerating, and the springs actually handle that very well. It doesn't feel. People say it's so rough. It's not rough, and you're riding on 20-inch rims, so if anything, it'll be softer on my car if I get the H&R with 18-inch rims, because it has a fatter sidewall. So it's not bad. Here comes some pops. No. No. Pop. No.
It's a little. Sometimes it's a little like weird. Sometimes it doesn't pop. Like literally
Consistently, it's not
like
consistent.
it's not as consistent as I'd like it to be.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes where like I'm like in neutral or parked or whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
revving it,
Yeah.
and it just won't pop. So I turn off the car, turn it back on, go for like a little drive.
Oh,
and then
there it
pops.
is.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's try again. It's very subtle with the muffler.
And the resonator and the other cab.
Yeah, exactly. And compared to my car's kind of downpipe, also VRSF with a muffler delete. My car, you smell the gas like crazy. This car, you barely smell it. Oh, it handles very, very nicely with just springs. Dies down after 5,000 RPM. Yeah, if you have an M55 or an M20 and you want to mod it, stop watching this video and go right now and buy the tune, because that's what I'm going to do right after this, because it's so smooth. It feels like an OEM. It feels like this car came from the factory like this.
Or an N26.
Oh, it is an N26, you're right. Yeah, you got screwed with that.
I did. But it's weird because in the sticker it even says like
N20?
It came into Georgia, then it went straight to Florida. So there's no reason for it.
So the N26 is for California, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a California like spec only.
Yeah. Oh, it's popping pretty loud right now.
It's still the hottest.
It does have some turbo lag still though. When I was getting on it in the corner there, ooh.
Yeah.
They're very subtle, but they sound good. Ooh, that was a good one. Woo.
Oh, like that? The F12?
Send it. So a 428i, would I buy one? No, but if you do have one, or if you're looking to get one, I really recommend it because it's a great daily. It's a very balanced car, easy to mod, and it responds really well to modifications. This car is only on H&R springs, a couple of bolt-ons, and it's a pretty quick car, and it handles very well. So I really do like this car, but I gotta say, I'd still choose the M55. So if you like this video and you want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see.
Hey.